Good evening, everyone. Based on the previous facts finding discussion we had, based on the discussions we went through with some of the team members, we identified a few gaps and few problems the organization is facing. So here today we have come here to demonstrate you Oracle NetSuite and how NetSuite will help you streamlining your operations and make your organization more streamlined and to make your organization a next ready business. So let me take you through NetSuite and show you how you will get benefited using NetSuite in your day-to-day operations and in the long run. So this will be my agenda for today. I will first introduce myself, then business will talk about few business challenges you'll be facing, and then the process 4, lead to cash or order to cash, and then I'll be doing a live demo in NetSuite, and there will be a recap session afterwards, and finally a Q&A. Let's make this session more interactive, so if you have any questions you can ask from me. So I'm Madhvi Langaratna, Solution Consultant of EMSA Singapore and Sankara Group Private Limited Sri Lanka. I've been working with ERP for past 5 years, and with NetSuite I have like 2 years experience, and I'm a certified ERP consultant. I have completed my degree in University of Colombo in BSc Computer Science, and I have done CIME. When it comes to business challenges, these are few areas we have identified as common business challenges in current organizations in rapidly changing environment. So there are a lot of problems with management and managing those information. So you have several software, several solutions to manage your different operations. For sales one, for accounts payables one, for receivables one, for collections one. So you will have different solutions for you to maintain your different operations. There's no interlink between those things, so there will be a lot of problems in managing those information. And then there's a lot of manual work, so like those information will be entering into different software, then exporting it out to Excel or some other format, and then putting everything together, do reconciliation. Then there will be a lot of garbage, lot of unwanted information, lot of wrong data coming in. So the data accuracy, there's a question mark there, whether you have those information, whether they are accurate, and is this information are effective. And also having this information here and there, there's a lot of visibility problems. You don't have one place you can see everything together, so everything will be here and there, there's no link between them. So then the reporting will have problems, the regulations and compliance will have problems because of those things. So when it comes to the process flows, we thought of first we focus on the lead to cash process or the order to cash process. So let me take you through the process where NetSuite can automate and facilitate. So we can start with the lead. So let's say in NetSuite we can create an online form, so the customer come and register and input the information, so that will record it in NetSuite as a lead. Or else you can, let's say a customer calling you and getting some information, you can record that particular customer as a lead within NetSuite. So these type of CRM capabilities are there, so you can convert this particular lead into a opportunity, then to a quote, and then to a sales order. Likewise the process be there. So let's say the customer coming in, or you record this customer as a lead, so then lead is recorded within NetSuite, so you can do the follow-ups and calling and everything, and you can convert this particular lead into an opportunity or a quote. Then after some discussions and approval, so you can convert this quote into a sales order. There you are getting the purchase order from the customer, you will be creating a sales order within NetSuite. So then the sales order will be created, and your warehouse team will get notified for them to fulfill this particular sales order. So they will be do a picking, packing and shipping, and they will be sending the goods to the customer. Along with the order, the finance team will be sending the customer invoice. So they will reviewing their AR aging, and based on their aging they can follow up with the customers and get the payment collected, and they can record the payment in NetSuite. So this information, let's see how we record in NetSuite. So because CRM is not your focus at the moment right now, so let me start with the code, and I'll show you how the code will be entered within NetSuite, and the sales order, pick, pack, ship, invoicing, aging report, and how the receiving payment will happen. So let's log into NetSuite. So for you to use NetSuite, you will need internet connection in your browser, and there's a native app also available for you to do approvals, expense claims like that, and you can use your iPad or anything to access NetSuite. It's just the internet connection and web browser. NetSuite is a fully cloud ERP, and the number one cloud ERP which built on and built up on NetSuite on cloud. So let me show you how to log in and all those things. So as you can see, I have gone to www.netsuite.com, and I am entering my login email address as my company email address is always will be my login email address, and then my password, and I'll be logging in. As soon as I log in, you can see I can see my dashboard. So here I'm in the administrator, that is my role. So depending on different user tasks, their activities, their responsibilities, different users will have different roles. Sales manager will have a different role, purchasing manager will have a different role, administrator will have another role, and let's say AP clerk, AR clerk, financial controller, depending on different users' responsibility, their tasks, their activities, things they do in NetSuite, they will have different roles. So their segregation of duties will happen based on their role. So I'm currently in the administrator role. Then this is my dashboard. So as we are focusing on the order to cash flow, let me change my role to a sales rep. Yeah, we'll be creating the lead in NetSuite, and prospect, opportunity, quote, sales order, likewise. So as you can see, as soon as I change my role into sales rep, my dashboard changes. You can see the information which is available. So here you can see the reminders first of all. So actions which I need to take. I can see the number of tasks which I need to perform. So everything will be get updated based on the transaction entering within NetSuite. So you can see filter option is to close items which are in back order. So I can see 3 items are back ordered. So I have to fulfill the order. So I have to inform the purchasing department to purchase those. So I can fulfill the orders quickly. So these are the calls I need to complete. So these are the leads, and I can nurture, and then I can convert it to an opportunity, or I can send them a quote afterwards. Likewise, you can see in your dashboard what are the actions I need to perform. So then when you go to your left, you can see key performance indicators. What are my new leads? This month I have 4. Last month I didn't have any. So there's a good change. So my sales, this month this much of sale I have done so far. Last month this is my figure. So the change, there's a going down 97%. So like there's a problem, I need to take action on that. So the forecast this month, this is the sales forecast I'll be looking at, and this is my commission for this particular month. When you go a bit further down, you can see today's appointment. So there's Google API integration within NetSuite. So I can put wherever the places I have my appointments for today. So in the map I can see these are the places, and these are the places I need to go and perform my appointments today. So here I have a bar chart to show the weekly pipeline of my opportunity trend. So you can see those information as a snapshot. So the same thing I can export it to a PNG, JPG, and put it into a presentation which I'm going to do during my weekly sales meeting, something like that. So I have KPI meter for my sales. So the customers by sales, I can see who is giving a lot of business to me, who are not performing well, so I can work on with them and convert them into a good customer. So likewise, this information readily available within my NetSuite. So my open estimates are this. So this is the value, and I need to take action on converting them into a sales order and get business to me. So these are the tasks I need to perform, these are the dates, this is the action, what is the company, those information are there, phone calls which I need to make, and the shortcuts which are normally performing time to time. Always it is easy to have a shortcut within my dashboard. So these type of information are readily available within my dashboard. The comprehensive dashboard is available for all the roles within NetSuite. So let me start creating transactions. So let me start by creating what do you call a code, because your focus is not CRM area. So I will start with a code or an estimate and then convert it to a sales order, and then I'll be creating a fulfillment, then invoicing, and receive customer payments. Okay, let me start with the code. So I'll be creating a code first. So you can see all transactions are put into one, customer related information in others, forecasts, reports, documents, leads, everything under different tab areas. So it is really organized in a logical manner. So let me go to a code. So here, let's see, these are the codes already which I have created. So let me create a new quotation. So you can see all this information are readily available. So I can check those information. So let's say I need to send a code to a particular customer. So I can search or list down the available customers. So you can see I have different customers. Let's say All World Produce is my customer, which I need to send the code. So based on my customer selections, all these information will be get populated based on their customer creation level. So you can maintain the customer as a master data, your item as a master data. So those information which will be here, it will be selected. So you can see the previously there was Alexis Wolfe as the sales rep, but now it has changed. So likewise, based on different territories and different sales rules, you can assign different sales reps. Let's say customer is there, based on their state, a different sales rep will be assigned. Likewise, you can have different sales territories and sales rules to assign a different sales rep. So you have to just configure at the beginning. So based on your selection, the system will automatically assign your sales rep. So here I have selected this customer, so the sales rep has automatically populated. So you can see different status I can maintain. So currently it has a proposal state, so probability is 50%. So let me select a few items. So let's say I'm selling some cartridges and toners. So I'll be searching. So this is my product, running cartridge 2 pack. So the customer needs 100 quantities of that. So based on that amount, you can select the taxation. Tax rate will automatically get populated. So you can see the availability of that particular item is 515. So I'm selling this one. So this will be the list price, or I want to give a special price, I can give a different price based on my price level. So I can give a custom pricing and I can give a special price for them. Likewise, I can do. So I can add. You can see I did this here, and if it is in different currency, I can do those, maintain those information also. So I'll be saving this quotation. So you can see lot of information I can maintain. So based on the selection, the upper information will get populated with the values, So likewise the quotation number will also be generated. You can have different quotation numbers, different transaction numbers based on that, right? So expected close date also automatically got populated, so you can change it based on the requirement. So I haven't put it, so it has taken today's date as expected close date. So if I want, let's say I am planning to close this particular quotation which I have already submitted on another 2 weeks time, so I can give a expected close date for this particular quotation. So you just have to go there, and there will be day selection panel. So let's see, by 20th I need to close, I am planning to close. So those information you can maintain. So I'm saving this, so the quotation will be saving. And also let's say like you want to do some communication related to this particular quotation with the customer. So within NetSuite itself you can do, if you go to activities, you can see if I want to send an email, I can send an related to this quotation. Let's say there's a specification document available, so you can attach that particular specification document into the quotation itself from the file. So if any task I need to perform related to this quotation, I can maintain those information. Any phone calls, any user notes, those things I can maintain here. And let me take an opportunity for you to explain this customer as well as item. Let me open those things in a new tab. You can see I can open several tabs and work on those. In the customer, you can see I have maintained the customer details, the sub email those here. For this customer I haven't maintained any email or those things, but you can maintain. I can edit and enter the email address, phone numbers, those information are critical, so you can maintain those information, their address details. So for this particular customer, those information are not maintained. So let's say I want to maintain those things, I just can edit it and enter those information for this particular customer. Okay, so let's say this customer is all well produced. So let's say the email is com, their phone number 12345678990. Likewise, those information can be maintained, and their headquarters address is this, so those information you can maintain. So at the time of creating the lead, those information will be inputted into NetSuite, so you can maintain those information within NetSuite. So if you enter the zip code, you can integrate with third-party integration like FedEx, UPS. Okay, so I have entered this information. If I go to financials, I can maintain different credit limits for this customer. So based on their credit limit, I can put a hold by auto, or I can give a warning. Those information I can maintain. I can maintain a specific price level, a specific term. Let's say I give 30-day credit for this customer, so I can give net 30 as their term. So I can give different price. So let's say for this customer, I'm always giving a 15% discount level. Likewise, I can maintain those information. So at a glance, you can see what is the current operation, what is the balance, and all those information. So as this is the new customer, these informations are 0 at the moment. So when I do the transactions, it will automatically get updated. So I'll save this particular customer. So if I go to the inventory, you can see I'm maintaining the item name, number, UPC code. I can create this as a sub item of a parent item. So you can see in toner is my parent item, but rather in cartridge 2 packs is my sub item. So I can maintain different classes for this particular item. This will be allocated to the sales department. So I can maintain this item thumbnails. What are the pricing maintained? I can have different quantity based pricing, different price levels. I can have a list price, or I can have different discount based pricing. So likewise, I can have different pricing mechanisms based on different currencies, based on different quantities. So those kind of information I can maintain. So I can see the inventory information by location, what is my quantity on hand. So who are the vendors who will be selling this particular item to me. So those kind of information I can maintain. Likewise, a lot of information you can maintain within NetSuite. So get back to the quotation. So now I have created the quotation. So let's say there's several ongoing processes involved, and now they have awarded me the purchase order. So now I'm converting this particular quotation into a sales order. So click of a button, I can convert it to sales order, or from the dashboard itself I can create a reminder, and from that I can create the particular sales order from the quotation which I am currently working on. So let's say if I want to add a reminder to the dashboard, so you can see quote approve. So let's say there's an approval, so I can put quotation approval reminder to my dashboard likewise. So if I go to the sales order again, so from the quotation it has copied the information. Let's say previously I didn't have this information, so updated the customer, those information has automatically populated here. So you can see the information, so everything has come in. So I can convert this particular sales order, I can save this particular sales order which has been created from the quotation. So you can see the information, what is the subtotal, what is the tax, and what is the total. Those information will be auto populated from the selection of the item. So those information are readily available. So as soon as I created this sales order, the warehouse team will get notified this sales order has been created. So I need to take action on this particular sales order. So what they have to do is they have to in their reminder they will be seeing these are the this is the sales orders which have been created. So I need to fulfill this particular sales order and do the pick, pack, ship and send it to the customer. So for that I will be changing my role back to a warehouse operation. So in their dashboard you can see there will be a reminder to fulfill 228 orders. So as you can see, there will be several orders will have the fulfillment, and you can see several dashboard portlets available there based on their requirements. So likewise there are plenty of information available. Here you can see there's a form. You can see the fulfillment. It can be a trans order or a sales order, so that you can select the transaction type as a sales order. So then it will get updated based on your selection here. So likewise you can select different information based on your, you can see these are the sales orders which is currently they are for them to fulfill. Plenty. So you can do a filtration based on the requirement from the dashboard itself. So here I can select the particular customer. Here I have different number of customers available, so you can select your customer. So your full sales orders which need to be fulfilled will get updated based on your selection here. So my sales order number is this. So from here or from the global search within NetSuite you have the option called global search, where you can search any of your transactions. So let's say I want to fulfill this particular order, so I can click on that. Or else from the fulfill order screen you can do the fulfillment. So let's say just want to show the global search option, so from the global search I put the number, so I need to fulfill this, so I can go and click on fulfill. So when you click on the fulfill, the sales order will be converted into a fulfillment or the delivery order depending on your company's business jargon. So here you can see the fulfillment screen is getting appeared. So you can maintain different statuses. Either you can start with pick, pack, ship, or you can straight away do the shipping. Let's say I'm starting with pick, and I can select from the location. So as you can see, as soon as I select this particular order, you can see the on-hand quantity. So let's say for the moment I will be fulfilling 150. So I'm changing the quantity to 50. so I can save the fulfillment. So as you can see, I am doing the fulfillment at this level. My inventory get reduced and my accounting will get updated. So far it has been only the sales order where it will be a memorandum transaction. There will be no any impact into my accounting. So here I have done the picking. Now I'm marking this particular fulfillment as packed, and finally I will be shipping this particular fulfillment. So finally I'm doing the shipping. So now it has gone out from my warehouse to the customer. So if I go to GL impact, you can see, so my inventory has gone down and my sales account, cost of sales account has gone up. So if I go to sales order, I can see now the sales order is pending billing and partially fulfilled because I haven't fulfilled 50 because I had only 75. So you can see the quantity is this, and if I go to data transaction, I can see my fulfillment information, right? So from the dashboard I can do the billing, but it is actually a task of the AR team. So let me change my role back to a AR analyst user, where they will be seeing the sales order and they will be doing the fulfillment. So you can see sales orders to invoice, there's a reminder for them. So their dashboard is different to the others, so they have different information, customer balances, AR aging, those information are available within their dashboard. So here you can see the reminder, they have what are the information which is related to them. So here they can invoice based on different customer selections. Here I can select what are the customers and all those information, or else like I did before, I can do a global search and select the particular sales order, or else here I can select this is the particular sales order and I will be billing. It's that simple. So you have a lot of flexibilities. You can use either the option and complete your transaction based on your requirement. You can see I have came in with sales order, so I just have to click on the bill. So all the information from the sales order will be converted into the AR invoice. So nowhere you don't have to duplicate data entry or those kind of problems will not be there. So you can see it has already populated all the information. So I can save this particular AR invoice and we can send it to the customer as a PDF document. So we can do a customized PDF document for you, or you can use the standard system functionality available. So if you want to trace down all the information, if I go to the sales order, you can see, so I can open it into a different tab itself, so I can open those sales order information. So you can see the related transactions which also get updated. So if I go to sales order, I can see the item fulfillment, so I can see the invoice. So all those information will be available. If I go to the item fulfillment, I can see the information related to this particular item fulfillment, and this, if I go to the, I can see the information related to this. Let's say I want to save this invoice number, and this is my item fulfillment. So I can show you from the financial controllers role the GL impact of this particular transaction. You can see now I have completed the invoice. Now I can accept this payment, or from the dashboard I can see I can create a reminder here and I can do the payment acceptance. So let me accept the payment, or I can or else you can say the receipt creation. So here I can put it to a bank account, or I can park it to a undeposited fund, and at the time of depositing I can do a deposit. So I directly put it into a bank account. Let's say I'm selecting this particular account, and I can select the invoice which I will be doing. I will be receiving the payment and save it. So my entire process will get completed. So from the quotation level, I have converted to sales order by the sales rep, and then the warehouse team fulfill the order, then finance or the AR or anybody who will be taking care of the finance transaction converted the sales order into a bill, and they accepted or they received the payment from the customer. Those processes were completed. So this is the receipt I have received. So let me change my role back to financial controller role and show you the GL impact of these transactions, where from the transaction itself, if you have the authorized rights, you can check the GL impact. So this is the invoice, so I can do a global search and get the information there. So this is the fulfillment, so I'll be opening this fulfillment into a different tab, and this will be the receipt. So all the receipt. So I'll start with the invoice. See, I can see the GL impact for that. Here if I go to the action from the transaction itself, I can see the accounting impact of this. So here see the GL impact is there. So if I go to the invoice, the receivable got debited, sales got credited, and my taxes got credited. Those information are available, and this is my payment. So bank got debited, receivables got credited. Those information are available. So likewise, NetSuite your process will get streamlined. Let me go back to my presentation. So that is a simple demo about NetSuite order to cash process or quote to cash process, and there will be a recap process. You can see how easy it is to maintain those information within NetSuite. It's one-time data entry. You will be converting it to other processes, so you don't have to duplicate data entry, will not be there. So roles and dashboard will be very comprehensive. You can see all the information required at a glance. Then there are a lot of functionalities available within NetSuite. Your communications, your approval, those things can be automated, and your processes will be streamlined. The data visibility is higher. You can see how from the sales order how I went back to the invoice and the fulfillment. So those information are there. Your GL impact or the accounting impact you can see from the transaction itself, and data analysis is really easy from the dashboard, from the transactions, and your reports can be sliced and diced based on the different requirements, and you have a data control within NetSuite. So those are the benefits in a high level. So when you start using NetSuite, you will realize the real benefits of a proper ERP. So that is it. Thank you very much.